Okay, this is Andrew. I'm back with Project 4, the VLAN lab for CS330. So, if you've done up to the LAN lab and done well, then watch the three videos for the router on a stick and do the reading, and you should be all set for this lab. Okay, so again, this is just a pretty picture, but you should see what's going on here. And again, this problem description and the overview of the standards are taken directly from the rubrics. So read the rubrics and read this. Okay, I'm not going to read it to you. Okay, so the VLAN lab. Okay, so this is the procedures overview. And what you're going to do first is just build this network, configure trunks and VLANs on the switches, configure the router on a stick, and then verify the connectivity and isolation using ping and traceroute, and monitor with Wireshark. Obviously record all your results, and then complete a write-up that describes VLANs, router on a stick, and inter VLAN routing. So we're going to break these down and look at each one of these individually. Okay, so here's 1 and 2. So first, build the network without the router. Use the 2 switches, and you'll have the 3 computers, and you're going to have IP addresses. Okay, so define each link as a trunker access. So is this a trunker access? Is this trunker access? Is this trunker access? Is this trunker access? And you got to define it on the switch, right? Whether it's trunker access. Okay, so then what you want to do is model the PCs as we've been doing all along. Assign the switch ports to the appropriate VLANs. Create an IP addressing plan, and then assign IP addresses where the red dots are. So a question, do different VLANs need to be on different network addresses? Hopefully you know what that means. Okay, not different addresses, but different networks. So, that's the question to you. Okay, so the results, after you build this, and you have the VLANs configured on the switches, the switch ports assigned to trunk or access, whatever they're supposed to be, and the IP addresses, then at that point you want to ping each PC from each PC, take screenshots of the results, and record the results in a table. So you would say yes or no, machine A could reach machine B. Yes or no, machine A could reach machine C, etc. And then attach the results of the ping, and then tabulate it all in a table. And then after that, describe what the results were and if they are what you expected them to be or not. Okay, so now we add the router, which is really a router on a stick. This is where your sub interfaces are going to be. So configure the router on a stick using sub interfaces as shown in the 3 videos that posted in the announcements. Okay, this will be almost exactly like that, but of course it's going to be a little different. I mean, you got VLANs, your IP addresses may be different, may not. You can probably use the same one he used in those videos, but you're gonna have to slightly modify it. I mean, I couldn't give you the exact same problem he did. Okay, so after you configure this router on a stick, then you want to verify connectivity and isolation using ping, trace, and traceroute. Okay, use traceroute. You can Google that if you want. Okay, and then monitor with Wireshark. Okay, so the results will be use traceroute and ping from each PC to each PC. Take shots of the results and record the results again in a table. So obviously, now that you've added this router on a stick, you may likely should have different results than before you put the router on a stick in. Okay, so go ahead and see, go ahead and tabulate the results after you put the router on a stick in. And okay, are the results what you would expect? Why or why not? Should this network, after you configure this router, should this network have full connectivity? For example, should PCA be able to go all the way up to this router and come back and ping PCB? That's a question for you. So, yeah, go ahead and answer those questions. Record your results, answer those questions, and then just do a write-up that includes details of all your works, include your IP addressing plan, attach screenshots of all diagrams, pings, and trace routes, Cisco commands, and captures with Wireshark. Explain which ports or trunks are accessed. Explain VLANs, router on a stick, and inter VLAN routing, and then just explain whatever your results are. You know, if you didn't get what you think are the right results at the end, still go through this process and, you know, turn in the best product you can, because, you know, there will be partial credit. So, and, you know, as long as you're aware of what it should be doing, that's worth something right there. All right, so have fun with this. This should be a fun lab. You should learn a lot from this one, and good luck.